how's it going? Today I want to talk to you how post-education institutions and universities, colleges has inspired me and has helped me throughout the years. Although it's been around 2 years since I graduated, I feel that I use my education every day on a daily basis in a lot of different scenarios. Even though I work in a company where my previous education is irrelevant to the company I work with, I feel like it still helps me every day in different bases. It makes me feel more intelligent. It makes me feel more connected to my coworkers through socialization skills that I learned only through school in the traditional classroom setting. A lot of kids nowadays choose to take online classes and they don't learn the traditional classroom skills that were learned like the previous days. Still a lot of people out there that still learn the traditional classroom setting skills and the socialization of how to make friends and communication skills, but I would say that there's a bigger bracket of online classes today than there was 5 to 7 years ago, whereas Kwantlen, SFU, a lot of classes were actually offered in a classroom setting rather than being online, where seeking help, if you have any questions that need to be answered, it's much more harder to get in contact with your professor or your instructor online rather than in the traditional classroom where they're only a couple steps away from you. I would say that going to a college, university, it really opened up my eyes in a whole new way. It made me realize that everybody wants to chase their dreams in a good way, and that nothing in life ever comes easy, and you need to struggle for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 years, depending on whatever you're doing in school, in order to achieve a successful outcome. As long as you follow your heart, your workload, and you do your homework and everything's done on time and handed in, because working hard actually pays off in the long run. A lot of people, they want the successful outcome, but they're not willing to put in the time and effort to achieve that long-term effect of a successful outcome, which is irrelevant because you have to do one side to balance off the other side. It doesn't balance. You have to kind of balance it to actually make it happen. I feel like sometimes a lot of people misinterpret education in itself, right? Oh, my phone's ringing. According to Washington Post, only 27% of graduates in 2013 found a job that was closely related to their career major. Meaning that even though there's a lot of people out there that have their university degrees and diplomas and bachelor's degrees, only 27% of them, of that year, I don't know about today because I was trying to do my research but I couldn't find anything for today, for this year, 2017, it was determined that although that's a really low amount of number of people that actually go into their career path after graduating successfully, it doesn't mean that the other percentage, the other 73% of graduates are not successful. They're still successful, because I would say I am one of those 73% of graduates, right? And I still have a job that I enjoy, even though it has nothing to do with my education. But I still like it because I am the type of person who believes everything in life happens for a reason. If you're chosen to go into a similar or a different career path, it's meant to be. Who knows, maybe in the future you eventually get to your career path if you actually like doing it. But personally, I realized from co-op jobs that I was doing previous to the current job I'm doing that I can't sit still in an office environment. I have to constantly be moving, just physically moving, rather than sitting down in an office environment. So it works differently for everybody, is what I'm trying to say to you. So you kind of have to experiment, but it doesn't mean that you should graduate high school and even though you have the opportunity to go to a post-secondary institution, you choose not to and go straight to work because you rather you get caught up in making money, that now you just want to make more money and you want to forget about the education or put it on pause, and then you put it on pause and then you actually never go back to it because that's what you keep telling yourself over and over and over while you're making money. But then you realize, or you might lose your job, or the recession might hit and you realize, oh crap, I don't have education to fall back on. Like, how can I apply for a job somewhere else now? Because I chose not to go to a post-secondary institution when I actually had the chance to go to one, right? Even if you spend a year or 2 years, you get a certificate at a minimum, get something is better than nothing, and therefore it will take you further, and you will meet a lot of people along the way that will also bring you closer to them and take you further as well. Having a certificate of education from a post-secondary institution makes me, and I can talk for a lot of other people too, makes people feel great and powerful and pretty much like on top of their world. Having a certificate of some sort is better than anything. Like, money can't buy you the time, effort, and the many years and hard, long nights that you put into achieving the successful outcome, and therefore you can't put a price on that. Well, you can. 40, 50, 60, 70 grand, you put a price on that, but still, I'm just saying, like, you can't put a price tag on it, right? You can't just go there and buy it. You have to work for it, and working for it will be so much better in the long run, because now you have something with you that's by your side for the rest of your life, apart from your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your parents or your sisters or whatever. But you actually have a physical intrinsic value of yours. So guys, I just wanted to talk to you about why post-secondary institution is important and how it will open many doors for you in the future. Maybe not now, but in the future, and why it is important for everyone to achieve if they get the opportunity to achieve it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents, and speaking from my past and speaking about a lot of mixed emotions and feelings. And in the long run and overall, even though there was a lot of pressure and getting feedback from your professors and trying to achieve successful outcomes, it was hard, but in the long run it's worth it, because once you graduate and once you have nothing in your plate education wise, and you can go into a job and waking up every morning and go to a job that you actually like to do, a job that you actually feel like you have a work family at, a job that you actually are willing to drive almost 2 hours to get to, if you have a job that's willing to drive 2 hours to get to, right? Anyways, it all depends on what you like to do, and whatever makes you feel happy, regardless if you have a post-secondary education or not, it's alright. But whatever makes you happy is what you should stick your guns to. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and always know and always remember that whatever happens in life, always look at the bigger and brighter picture. Remember that everything in life happens for a reason. That's words that I always go by. Cheers to that. Thank you guys. Have a good one.